Happy Friday the 13th. Hockey. I don't have any hockey masks. I should be wearing a hockey mask. Tim. Tim's got some Friday the 13th paraphernalia. Oh, look at this. What is that?
Actually,
it's the video game one. It's the purple one from the video game. Look at that. Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Got a collector's item. That's very nice. So basically, we didn't have another Friday the 13th movie review because we did Jason X recently, and obviously we have to do New Nightmare before we do Freddy vs. Jason. So we wanted to put out something talking about Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. Because why wouldn't we? So basically, I'm springing this on Tim with no warning. I'm going to make Tim pitch me some Friday the 13th movies, and we're going to see what he comes up with. So,
you want me to pitch you some?
Yeah, pitch me some Friday the 13th movies.
All right. Well, I mean, I think this isn't a hard one to do because this is everyone has talked about this, but I mean, you got to get Jason in the snow. Like, I think, and I think the best way to do that would honestly maybe it might sound like a little weird, but I think it totally would fit with the series, especially some of the other stuff they've done. But I say make a Christmas movie, if especially if you have a Friday the 13th in December at some point,
yeah.
I say make a Christmas one, have it in the snow.
We did last year, right? We had because Black Christmas came out on Friday the 13th, I think.
That sounds about right. Yeah. But I mean, I guess you don't necessarily have to always release it on a 13th, but it'd be a nice nice thing. But I mean, yeah, I think that could be a lot of fun. You have Camp Crystal Lake, people like to around Christmas time, someone likes to go to a nice remote cabin, and spend some time there while the snow is falling, and then you got Jason comes up and wreaks bloody havoc. I think that could be a lot of fun.
I have two somewhat crossover ideas. One is just stupid. The other one, theoretically, it could be something. So, number one is you do a Mighty Ducks crossover where they have to get Jason as their new goalie, and there's a lot of tension because he might kill any of the team members at any point. But I mean, okay, that's a silly one. All right, I'll give you. But how about this one? How about you basically do Die Hard, right? But Jason's the one in the building going around killing people. So there's terrorists, right? So there's a team of terrorists, they've got hostages, but Jason's in the building and he's killing off the terrorists one by one.
I like that. That's actually really good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I think we kind of mentioned it when we did Jason X too, as well, but I would, again, the series has already gone to so many crazy angles. Why not just keep going crazy? I would love to see a time travel one. You have a scientist with a time machine, and hey, that's a good way to get rid of Jason. Just send him back in time, but then send him to the Old West, to dinosaur times, to wherever. I think that could be a lot of fun. Also, we didn't mention it in the news, but I don't know if you saw that news item where Robert Englund said he would be open to doing Freddy in an animated project. And, I actually think that'd be pretty cool. Why not do a Friday the 13th animated cartoon or something? Or if you don't want to do a whole movie about it, maybe a short little limited Netflix thing. But I mean, I love animation and especially kind of crazy stuff like that. I think that could be cool.
Okay, I could see it. I mean, you could have some sort of gimmick. So you could do I don't know what would inspire us, but you do a Friday the 13th where the whole point is that he needs to get to 100 deaths. So so he has to, so it was maybe more of just a kill movie than maybe any of the other ones have been. But then again, what are we there for? Are we there for story? Not really. We're there for Jason killing people, killing fools, taking names, that kind of thing. I don't know, I'm always trying to do another crossover where instead of it just being him versus Freddy, it's some sort of tournament where him and some of the other slasher villains have to try and rack up kills.
Well, let's see if we were going to do another legitimate crossover, who do you think it would be? I think a lot of people would say Michael Myers, but I think that
they're too similar.
Yeah, it would just be like there'd be like no talking in the movie whatsoever. Again, just going off the top of my head, I think Chucky maybe might not be that bad of a
Yeah,
pick.
Chucky would have someone to talk to. Obviously, Ash was a long rumored thing, and
Oh, sure.
Ash would make some sense because he would talk, of course, and he's obviously the good guy. Like the thing with Freddy vs Jason is that you have two villains, and it's like Jason kind of became the anti-hero in that movie because he's just not as like evil, like because Freddy was a child like killer and like pedophile. Like Jason just by default became the kind of heroic one out of the two. But if you have Ash, you have a clear hero. Chucky's a little bit weird. I mean, in a weird way, Chucky almost becomes the villain again, and Jason is kind of the more likable one, just because Jason isn't taunting people. He's just he's there to kill, but that's all he does. He doesn't mess around. No shady business.
How about this one? How about Jason versus The Walking Dead?
Can he become? I mean, he's technically already a zombie. I mean, in a lot of ways, he's already undead. So, I guess he's kind of a natural deterrent. I don't know. Jason versus Alien.
Ooh, that would be cool.
I mean, what about Jason versus Predator? I mean, think about a Predator, right? Like Predator's whole thing is to like kill the biggest baddest thing, right?
Yeah, see, that actually makes sense. Yeah.
So the Predators came to Earth a few times. They've tangled with Arnold, they've tangled with Danny Glover. Then they come to Camp Crystal Lake, and they try and hunt Jason. And they think they've won. Like the Predator multiple times thinks it's won, and then Jason keeps getting back up, and the Predator's just like, "What? Like, how did I do this?" There's a legitimate like conflict there that could be played out.
Okay. All right, so let me ask you this then. Okay, so premise aside or whatever, who would you want to see like work on a new Friday the 13th? Like what directors would be interesting to you?
Do you know what's so funny about that is that I feel like I've never cared before because like none of the directors of the Friday the 13th movies are ever names that I remember really or care about doing other movies. But if I'm picking one now, if I'm saying no, I want this director to do it. Fede Alvarez seems like a good pick. I feel like if you take the gore that he had in Evil Dead remake and have him apply that to Jason Kills, I think that could be really fun, really visceral. I'd be down for that in a Friday the 13th movie. I don't know who else I'd pick.
You know who I might kind of like, and I don't know how you'd feel about this, but I think maybe Peter Jackson could do a good one.
Oh sure, if you think of his early career, then sure.
Yeah, like like Dead Alive and like Bad Taste, like that era, Peter Jackson. Like I don't want to see a 3.5 hour, CGI fest one, but that could possibly be good.
Could Peter Jackson go back to making a 90-minute movie though? I mean.
Yeah, it could be tough.
That's like a third of what his movies are now.
What about Mike Flanagan? Maybe could be cool.
That'd be different. I think one of the things that's difficult about this is that so many horror movies now aren't slasher movies, so they're all supernatural. They're all these other things that like Mike Flanagan's done a lot of horror movies, but he's never done one like a slasher movie. So who like this is the thing. Like Friday the 13th. Is not something I necessarily associate with being like a great movie. Like it's not like if we're talking about Halloween, I'd be like, oh, give it the guy who did It Follows, like give it to him. But do I want a Friday the 13th as a slow paced like suspenseful film like Halloween? Not really. I want more of a popcorn slasher movie from Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And then, are there that many people that are like that good at that anymore? Because I feel like the kind of like the big popcorny movies are usually like the generic stuff that we don't like as much.
Oh, Joe, I think would do a good job. Adam Wingard.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah,
I'd be down for that.
Take his like your Nick sensibilities. Hell, even you take the actress, do a crossover. Have that have that character who took on the killers be the final girl. Have her fight Jason.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Be cool.
But even without that, I think he'd be good. Because his kills in that were really good. The gore was really good. It was always a fun time, So I feel like he's perfect for it, actually.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah. All right, there you go. We want to talk about Friday the 13th a little bit since it's Friday the 13th. So happy Friday the 13th. We will have a new Nightmare soonish on streams after midnight. So hopefully you'll look forward to that. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. Top 10 of 2019 coming up at the end of the month. A bunch of catch-up stuff happening. So thank you very much for joining us. Leave us a comment. Follow us at Streams Midnight. Get us on patreon.com/MailFuzzTV. But otherwise, keep watching scary movies, and we will see you next time.